Potatoes are a versatile root vegetable and a staple food in many households. They are an underground tuber that grows on the roots of the Solanum tuberosum plant. Potatoes are relatively cheap, easy to grow and packed with a variety of nutrients. Here are the health and nutrition benefits of potatoes. Packed with nutrients. Potatoes are an excellent source of many vitamins and minerals. The nutritional content of potatoes can vary depending on the variety and how they are prepared. For example, frying potatoes adds more calories and fat than baking them. It's also important to note the skin of the potatoes contains a great amount of the vitamins and minerals. Peeling potatoes can significantly reduce their nutritional content. Contain antioxidants. Potatoes are rich in compounds like flavonoids, carotenoids and phenolic acids. These compounds act as antioxidants in the body by neutralizing potentially harmful molecules known as free radicals. When free radicals accumulate, they can increase the risk of chronic diseases like heart disease, diabetes and cancer. For example, a test tube study found that the antioxidants present in potatoes may suppress the growth of liver and colon cancer cells. Studies have also found that colored potatoes like purple potatoes can have 3 to 4 times more antioxidants than white potatoes. This makes them potentially more effective at neutralizing free radicals. However, most of this evidence is from test tube studies. More human-based research is necessary before making any health recommendations. May improve blood sugar control. Potatoes contain a special type of starch known as resistant starch. This starch is not broken down and fully absorbed by the body. Instead, it reaches the large intestine where it becomes a source of nutrients for the beneficial bacteria in your gut. Research has linked resistant starch to many health benefits, including reducing insulin resistance, which, in turn, improves blood sugar control. In an animal study, mice fed resistant starch showed reduced insulin resistance. This means their bodies were more efficient at removing excess sugar from the blood. A study of people with type 2 diabetes found consuming a meal with resistant starch helped better remove excess blood sugar after a meal. In another study, 10 people were fed 30 grams of resistant starch daily over a 4-week period. Scientists found that resistant starch reduced insulin resistance by 33%. Interestingly, you can also increase the resistant starch content of potatoes. To do this, store boiled potatoes in the fridge overnight and consume them cold. May improve digestive health. The resistant starch in potatoes may also improve digestive health. When resistant starch reaches the large intestine, it becomes food for beneficial gut bacteria. These bacteria digest it and turn it into short-chain fatty acids. Resistant starch from potatoes is mostly converted into the short-chain fatty acid butyrate, the preferred food source for gut bacteria. Studies have shown that butyrate can reduce inflammation in the colon, strengthen the colon's defenses and reduce the risk of colorectal cancer. Moreover, butyrate may aid patients with inflammatory bowel disorders, such as Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis and diverticulitis. That said, most of the evidence surrounding butyrate is from test tube or animal studies. More human-based research is necessary before making recommendations. Naturally gluten-free. The gluten-free diet is one of the most popular diets worldwide. It involves eliminating gluten, which is a family of proteins found in grains like spelt, wheat, barley and rye. Most people do not experience adverse symptoms from consuming gluten. However, people with celiac disease or non-celiac gluten sensitivity can experience severe discomfort when consuming foods that contain gluten. Symptoms include sharp stomach pain, diarrhea, constipation, bloating and skin rashes, just to name a few. If you follow a gluten-free diet, then you should consider adding potatoes to your diet. They are naturally gluten-free, which means they won't trigger uncomfortable symptoms. While potatoes are gluten-free, many common potato recipes are not. Some potato dishes that contain gluten include certain au gratin recipes and potato bread. If you have celiac disease or a non-celiac gluten sensitivity, be sure to read the full list of ingredients before eating a potato dish. Incredibly filling. Aside from being nutritious, potatoes are also incredibly filling. In one study, 11 people were fed 38 common foods and asked to rate foods based on how filling they were. Potatoes received the highest fullness rating of them all. In fact, potatoes were rated as being 7 times more filling than croissants, which were ranked as the least filling food item. Foods that are filling may help you regulate or lose weight, as they curb hunger pains. Some evidence shows that a certain potato protein, known as potato proteinase inhibitor 2, PI2, can curb appetite. This protein appears to enhance the release of cholecystokinin, CCK, a hormone that promotes feelings of fullness. Fullness and weight management. Foods that are very filling may support weight management, prolonging the feeling of fullness after meals and reducing food and calorie intake. Relative to other carb-rich foods, potatoes are particularly filling. One older study of 40 common foods found potatoes to be the most filling. Another older trial in 11 men showed that eating boiled potatoes as a side with pork steak led to less calorie intake during the meal when compared to pasta or white rice. Thus, potatoes may aid weight management by helping you reduce overall intake. Studies indicate that proteinase inhibitor 2, PI2, a potato protein, may suppress appetite. Even though PI2 may suppress appetite when taken in its pure form, it is unclear whether the trace amounts present in potatoes have any effect. Extremely versatile. Not only are potatoes healthy, but they are also delicious and versatile. Potatoes can be prepared in many ways, including boiled, baked and steamed. However, frying potatoes may dramatically increase their calorie content if you use a lot of oil. Instead, try slicing potatoes and then roasting them in the oven with a light drizzle of extra virgin olive oil and a sprinkle of rosemary. Make sure not to remove the skin of the potatoes, as most of the nutrients are located there. This will ensure you receive the maximum amount of nutrients from the potato. French fries and potato chips. Potatoes have been blamed for contributing to obesity, cardiovascular disease, and diabetes. The main reason for this is that potatoes are widely consumed as French fries and potato chips, high-fat foods that harbor a number of unhealthy compounds. French fries are also frequently associated with fast food. Observational studies link the consumption of fried potatoes and potato chips to weight gain. Fried potatoes and potato chips may also contain acrylamides and high amounts of salt, which may be harmful over time. Potato allergies. Food allergies are a common condition, characterized by an immune reaction to proteins in certain foods. A potato allergy is relatively rare, but some people may have an allergy to patatine, one of the main proteins in potatoes. Those with a latex allergy may be sensitive to patatine as well due to a phenomenon known as allergic cross-reactivity. Who should avoid potatoes? Anyone with an allergy to potatoes or any of the compounds in potatoes should avoid eating them. Some believe potatoes and other vegetables in the nightshade family exacerbate autoimmune conditions like IBS. However, more research is needed to know for sure whether individuals with autoimmune conditions should avoid potatoes. Potatoes can be part of a nutrient-dense diet. However, fried potatoes, like French fries and potato chips, should be limited, especially in people who are trying to manage their weight or who have an increased risk of cardiovascular disease or diabetes. If you enjoyed this video, kindly press the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe with notifications on, so that you don't miss out on videos like this. Thank you for watching.